Alright, so in class today we had gone over our right triangle trig that we had learned in Math 2, as well as how to solve a triangle or a right triangle. And we kind of looked over angle of elevation and depression again. So today we're going to kind of build on the word problem aspect, and we're going to go through one more angle of elevation problem, and this one's got a little something extra to it. And then I'm also going to introduce a new type of angle measurement to you, and it's called a bearing. And it's similar to elevation and depression, but it's measured from instead of a horizontal, it's measured from a vertical. And then in class tomorrow, we'll do a couple of bearing examples before we start our assignment. So let's start with 7.2. The first example here is a word problem. And so what I would do on a lot of these is just read them and figure out what my picture is going to look like. So from a point 50 feet in front of a building. Okay, so I need a building. And I need a point 50 feet away. Okay. The angles of elevation to the base of a sign and the top of a sign are 45 degrees and 47.75 degrees respectively. Find the height of the sign. Okay. So the one thing I think I left out is that the sign's on top of the building. I did. Okay. So there's supposed to be, imagine there's a billboard up here. This has got writing on it. That's our sign. Forgot to put that in a word problem. That's my bad. So it's saying that the angle of elevation to the base of the sign, so from this point to the base of the sign, has an angle of elevation of 45 degrees. From the same point, elevation to the top of the sign is 47.75. So that means from here all the way to this angle is 47.75 degrees. We're trying to figure out the height of the sign. So here there's a couple ways you can go about it. What I would probably do is use the two right triangles. So we have two right triangles inside of each other. We're going to make the assumption that our building is standing straight up, that there's no leaning of any kind. So we first have the triangle with the height of the building, our point 50 feet away, and the 45 degree angle of elevation. So that's this smaller triangle on the inside here. Well, I can figure out what the height of the building is using my right triangle trig. So I have opposite and adjacent, so tangent of 45 equals the height of our building over 50. And so again, you are going to need a scientific calculator. So if you don't have one, I do have some you can borrow. But you are going to probably